Welcome to Sunday's Best with Val.
And Kathy, inspiring possibilities for couples, parents, families, and everyone in between.
To our first-time listeners, we'd like to welcome you to our show. And for those who have been with us in our previous episodes, thank you for tuning in with us.
So, Val, it's the time of the year. It's almost graduation time.
Yep.
And we are faced with one question na siguro one of the questions that parents can also ask themselves whether or not they will send their kids to college. Diba? And that's something that we have been talking with Uno, our firstborn, for the past months since gagraduate na nga siya in, 2 months?
Tama. And of course, diba, conventionally dito sa Philippines, most parents would really encourage their children or would really want their kids to go straight to college right after graduating from high school, di ba? Ang natatandaan ko nga nung ako yung gagraduate, basta the year during my last year in high school, ang dami ko ng mga tinitake na mga exams. Buong 4th year in high school and right now senior high is really dedicated to preparing for college or university life.
Yes. And actually for the past months, yung mga classmates ni Uno have been very busy around it.
Yeah.
And there was even a point in our conversation na sama parang nagtatanong siya sa sarili niya, tama ba tong decision ko? 'Di ba? And siguro balikan lang natin, ano ba yung naging decision niya?
Yeah, siyempre gusto niya na mag-gap year. Parang tinanong lang natin si Uno na, would you want to consider going on a gap year?
Yeah. Ikaw personally, gusto mo rin?
Ako, somehow, I want to explore it for him because, of course, tayong dalawa, pareho naman tayong graduate ng university. And we've experienced it. It's something new that has to be considered. Baka kasi meron din siyang magandang maging benefit para kay Uno. And of course, for the past year or even more pa, we were already parang somehow discussing with him the pros and cons, yung benefits niyan para sa kanya at saka kung ano yung pwedeng maging setback if ever gagawin niya yan. So,
okay. Naalala ko rin kasi the reason why nagkaroon tayo ng idea to encourage him to have a gap year kasi he's been listening or hearing people in our community, even Gary Vaynerchuk saying na don't go to college. Alala mo yun?
Yeah.
And of course, ang initial reaction ng parents is, hindi, dapat mag-college ka. Dapat kailangan mong tapusin, etc., etc. And of course, yun nga, sabi mo, tayo mismo, we are graduates of college universities. We have college degrees. So, kumbaga, gusto din natin na magkaroon din siya ng ganun.
Tama.
And personally, ako, I've had a lot of beautiful experiences during college. Nagpunta ako ng Japan for an exchange program and I met a lot of people. Ako rin, I went to Manila to study. So, it really taught me independence.
Yeah.
So, kumbaga, beautiful talaga yung experience ko in college. That's why I'm also encouraging him to go there. However, gusto ko rin na pag pumunta siya doon, it's because he really wants to.
Yeah.
He really wants to finish a degree because he sees na ito yung gusto niyang gawin and hindi yung tayo yung nagsabi na, uy, dapat kumuha ka na engineering or IT or etc. etc. Kasi gusto natin siyang kumita ng malaki eventually. Kasi ako, when I started, first year, no, ang kinuha ko was computer science with a degree in math or something like that. No? Parang computer science, and then meron pa siyang math na component.
Yep.
Parang, imagine me, hindi naman ako magaling talaga sa math, pero dahil maraming nagsabi sa akin na, uy, dapat kumuha ka ng ganito, kasi computer science, eventually, ito yung magiging edge mo, malaki yung kikitain mo dito. So, yun yung napunta sa akin. When I actually consulted with one of our pastors in school na I truly admire and respected, sinabi ko na gusto ko mag-journalism. Alam mo yung sabi niya sa akin? Walang pera dyan sa journalism. So, that's the reason why hindi ako nag-pursue initially sa journalism. But after a year of doing computer science major in math, parang, oh my gosh, this is not for me. Although, may mga subjects lang for that particular course. So, sa second year, nag-transfer talaga ako. That's why I went into mass communication, which is what I really wanted in the first place.
Nice. Ang ganda naman ang ganda naman nung jump mo from one course na parang kino-consider mo lang siya to be a source of income, to generate income for you.
Correct.
To something that you're really passionate about. And I guess that's also the reason why we came to that parang consideration of letting Uno go into a gap year.
Yeah.
Pero natatandaan ko din na medyo naging mainit yung usapan natin with him one time nung yun nga when he was actually bringing up the idea na hindi na lang kaya ako mag-college, diretso na lang ko trabaho, ganyan. So of course coming from both of us na graduates ng university, it's a no at first, 'di ba? Parang sobrang no, you cannot do that. You cannot choose to do that because our obligation for you as parents is really to send you off to college. However, we also realize na parang somehow we also need to hear him out, 'di ba? Baka kasi meron lang mga konting anxiety about going to college, ganyan. Ano ba yung mga apprehensions niya about going to college and ano ba yung mga gusto niyang gawin. Somehow, it's parang it's meeting halfway. We're giving him the opportunity na to pursue college at the moment for 1 year and at the same time, for him also to consider it later on after 1 year.
Funny, no? Kasi may mga nakausap na tayo na parents, even grandparents, and then when they heard na, ipapag-gap year nyo, parang some of them said na, oh, tama yan, diba? Parang magandang idea yan. But some also parang, meron bang ganun? They have the luxury to say that, na meron pang gap year. And parang may mga, alam mo yun, mga myths or kumbaga they have negative connotation around the gap year.
Yeah.
No? And this morning when we also research around that, parang ang anak pala ni ex-president Obama had her gap year as well. And dun nga sa interview, somehow parang sinabi nung yung news anchor na, like, for them, they can afford it because they're, like the first family. And yet, naisip ko lang na parang, is it really a luxury for us, like Filipinos, to have a gap year as well? Pero para sa akin, parang, biniweigh ko din, ano ba, mas malaki ba yung benefits kesa dun sa disadvantage na mag-gap year si Uno. And towards the end of this school year, nagkaroon din siya ng parang questions sa sarili niya na parang, tama ba itong gagawin ko? Kasi yung mga classmates ko, pinupush ako na, hindi, sabay na tayo, diba? Parang let's finish, let's start college together, ganyan. And parang, naano si Uno na, sige na nga, start na lang ako. Tapos, na naman siya, the following week na naman, hindi, mag-gap year talaga ako. So, we also had this research na, ano ba yung mga irrational beliefs around the gap year?
Yeah. I'm sure ang dami-dami niyan, di ba? Lalo na dito sa atin, very traditional ang family when it comes to education. So, siguro number one, irrational belief about gap year or why it's not popular here in the Philippines is yung idea na na sayang kasi may momentum na, 'di ba? Straight from high school, nandiyan pa yung knowledge.
sayang, baka
baka
makalimutan.
makalimutan yung mga yung mga lessons, ganyan. So, that's probably one of the things na the reason why families are really pushing for their kids
Correct.
to go straight to college.
May question lang. May connection ba talaga ang high school sa college?
Hindi ko alam.
Wala naman, 'di ba? Parang
hindi ko alam. Based on experience, wala. Lalo na depende pa rin yan dun sa course na kukunin
correct.
mo.
And siguro yung one of the things na sinabi mo nga na yung momentum, siguro yung sinasabi nga nila, study habits. Kasi meron ka ng structure na pupunta ka ng school, 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, whatever. Tama ba? 8 to 5, parang trabaho yun.
Pero come to think of it, iba naman kasi ang iba naman ang setting sa college. Diba? Like for example, in UP, hindi naman ganun ka-structured. Diba?
Ikaw yung pipili
Yung pipili. Diba? Hindi katulad ng high school or ng elementary na naka-feed na sa'yo kung ano yung mga subjects mo at particular hours of the day. Pero in college or university, you get to exercise your parang power of choice. So, ikaw ang pipili. And alam ko nga sa inyo na parang lumilipat pa kayo minsan ng ibang building to be able to attend to a different class, diba, during the day.
And siguro number 2 na fear for some or some parents na parang ayaw nila mag-gap year is baka magustuhan magtrabaho nung anak nila, kumita, so kumbaga ayaw na talaga pumunta ng college. And one of our friends whose daughter went into
gap year tapos
BPO, tapos kumita and everything. Pero eventually na-realize niya na hindi, balik ka talaga because sabi pa nga niya, it's my responsibility to really give you the education that you deserve, 'di ba? Kumbaga, as parents, we want really to give education to our kids. Bahala na sila kung anong gagawin nila afterwards, kung magtatrabaho ba sila or magnenegosyo. Basta tayo, nagampanan natin yung obligation natin and responsibility na ibigay yung education sa kanila.
Tama. 'Di ba? And it's true naman, 'di ba? Ang sarap naman talagang kumita. And once ma-experience yan ng mga bata or anyone, ma-experience nila na kumita and mabili nila yung mga gusto nilang bilhin, di ba? Ma-provide nila yung mga needs nila. I'm sure there's always this temptation to even forget about going to school. Siguro ang pangatlo na reason kung bakit people are resistant also in terms of going into gap year, no? Yung na-mention mo kanina na yung fear of being left behind or missing out.
Yun
diba?
Yun din yung tinanong ko kay Uno. Hindi ka ba natatakot na maiiwanan ka ng mga friends mo na una na sila mag-college? Ikaw, 1 year, as in, hindi ka mag-aaral. Sabi niya, bakit? Meron bang race ito? May unahan ba?
Correct.
Diba? And, wala naman talagang, wala namang race dito. For some lang, gusto lang talaga nilang matapos, mag-aral para makapagtrabaho na, makapag-earn na. So, hopefully, yun nga, this gap year will really give him a lot of ideas, like opportunity to also explore ano ba talaga yung gusto niya. Malalaman lang natin yan this 1 year.
This gap. Pero alam mo, just this morning, while we were listening to TEDx, diba?
Okay.
One of the speakers doon, parang sinabi din niya kung bakit importante din na i-consider ang gap year. And that is actually to have purposeful education.
Yan.
Mahirap kasi na ipupush mo lang na makapag-college just because yun yung culturescape. Yun yung ina-expect ng society na pagkatapos ng high school, diretso ka na kaagad ng college, di ba? Sometimes, even to the point na hindi mo gusto yung course na kukunin mo. Or it was just influenced because si lolo, doktor, si tatay doktor, si tito doktor, so ikaw dapat mag-doktor na rin. Even if hindi naman talaga yun yung passion mo and hindi yun nakikita mo na purpose mo in life. Ang iba naman napipilita kumuha ng course just because yun yung popular at saka yun yung pinakamalaking income at the moment.
Diba?
There was a time na puro nurses. Diba? Nursing sila. Meron ding time na nauso or nagtrending ang computer engineering. Diba? Yung mga computer science courses, ganyan. Although, of course, maganda naman niyang gawin.
Yes.
Pero, sometimes kasi if it's not aligned to your values, it's
Correct.
not aligned to your passion and your purpose,
Yeah.
pwedeng ma-burnout ka lang din dyan di ba? Like for example, tayo, we've been teaching personal mastery, personal development, and we are in part of that kind of community.
Yes.
If people are just compelled to comply
Yes.
to certain standards, then later on, either tinatabangan na sila, nawawala na sila ng gana, and hindi na nila pinapursue. Up to the point na minsan, magiging parang i-question na nila ngayon yung sarili nila.
Correct.
If this is the right thing for them to do. And sabi nga dun sa TED Talks nung speaker kanina,
Yes.
sometimes it can be a cause of depression if people are just parang complying. Kasi wala nga dun yung mind nila, wala din yung heart nila dun sa probably sa subjects, dun sa course, or even dun sa mga professors nila na nagdi-demand so much of them.
Yeah. Siguro balikan ko lang yung conversation natin with Uno na it doesn't mean naman na kung pupunta ka ng college, that's something na kumbaga, dyan mo na kukunin. Yan na yung guarantee na maging successful ka. In fact, going to college right now would only be a stepping stone for you to increase your network, probably have a structure and discipline around your time, no? And really encouraging him, sabi nga natin sa kanya na find something that you can study that you are really interested in, no? Even if hindi nga siya 4-year course, it could be a 2-year course only. Or like even during the gap year, if he really wants to study Forex or, like things that he is interested in, we are willing to fund him.
Right.
Basta yun yung gusto niyang gawin. Hindi yung parang tayo yung magdidikta na, okay, dapat ito yung kurso na kukunin mo. And then eventually, hindi rin naman niya gagawin yun.
Tama.
Diba? We've seen that with a lot of our friends. Even tayo, ikaw, diba, engineering ka, hindi mo naman practice, diba? Because you just wanted to take it at the time because tatay was working in Meralco.
Tama.
Diba? So, eventually, hindi mo rin siya nagamit. And I don't want that na mangyari kay Uno na 4 years yung somehow lumipas and a lot of subjects na hindi naman applicable in our daily lives and, like, pwede namang gamitin more efficiently yung time niya to really study what he really wants now.
Learn more about life skills, diba? That he can use later on kapag nagsimula na siyang either mag-work in a corporate setup or to start his own business, diba? Parang being able to just parang find his way.
Yan.
To his passion, to his creativity, and to his purpose, diba? And yun nga yung yun din yung sinabi dun sa TED Talks na use the gap year to actually pwede namang magtrabaho siya.
Pwede.
Diba? Dun sa trabaho na gusto niyang parang i-explore later on na yun yung i-build up niya
parang
yung skills niya. Mag-internship siya. Second is pwede din siyang mag-community work.
Pwede.
So that malaman niya kung ano ba talaga yung totoong buhay sa labas, outside of school, the context of school. Pwede din siyang, gaya ng sinabi mo, pwedeng mag-aral ng something that is not usually taught in a conventional school.
Ako naman, gusto ko siyang mag-travel. Like,
pwede.
Diba? Parang kahit, like, Asian countries na ma-explore niya yung culture. Wow, social. Sana all. Diba? Pero, this is something, it's a gift that we can give to our kids na somehow hindi natin sila ikahon sa college lang dahil yan yung status ko na dapat kailangan from high school punta ka na ng college and then that's it. Parang kung ako siguro yung bata, parang, eto na lang ba ang buhay? Mag-aaral na lang ba ako from
14 years?
grade 1 all the way to
Or
college,
even more,
diba?
yeah.
And of course, again, we go back to our own experiences. Maganda naman yung kalalabasan natin,
Yeah.
diba? However, if we are to redo it, siguro ako, I would have, traveled more. And I think ako personally, I was able to experience that gap year when I became an exchange student.
Yeah.
Bago ako natapos talaga graduate, nag-travel ako, napunta ako ng Japan on my own. 1 year I studied, I was able to explore Japan. Ano pa ako doon, parang there were like weekends na pwede akong mag-homestay, ganyan. So, explore the Japanese culture talaga, traveled within Japan. Tapos, I was able to save up money to be able to go to the US on my own as well. Diba? Before I finished college. So, somehow parang nagkaroon din talaga ako ng gap year. So, that really helped me, discover who I am, discover what I want, and that's also what we want for our kids, na
Correct.
hindi lang sila matali dun sa college dahil yun yung status ko na dapat nilang gawin.
That's why we are opening ourselves up to that possibility
Yes.
na Uno can also utilize 1 year of his time in knowing about his passion and purpose.
Yes. But it doesn't mean, sabi nga dun sa TEDx, diba? It doesn't guarantee success.
Yeah.
The gap year doesn't guarantee success. Kasi nagkakaroon din ng parang pressure si Uno na, anong gagawin ko sa 1 year? Ano kayo mangyari? What if masayang lang yung 1 year? Diba? Kasi sabi ko, tulungan ka naman namin, diba? But at the same time, siguro the gap year will really allow him to find that purpose, significance, kung bakit niya talaga gustong i-pursue ang certain course, no? And maybe that gap year would also allow him to really discover who he really is and ano ba talaga yung purpose and talent niya dito sa mundo.
And interestingly, dun sa talk na yun sa TEDx, diba? Sinabi nung speaker na even ang Harvard daw, when people who are applying for admission to Harvard finally pass and gets admitted,
Diba?
Sinasabihan daw nila na we want you to be part of the school. We want you to enjoy your education here, but come back next year.
Wow.
Do not take the class this year. Come back next year. Go on a parang gap year.
Wow.
Go travel. Find a work that you really want to do. Go to a community work. And then learn about life. And then when you're ready and you already know the purpose why you are wanting to take this kind of path towards a higher education, then come back and we'll take you in.
Nice.
And when that happens daw, those students or those who are applying for admission to Harvard, sila mismo pag simula nila nung university life nila, they really committed to the structure, committed to the schedules, they committed to even to the standards that the school is actually upholding. And eventually they end up performing well in school instead of people na nagiging compliant lang sila dun sa pagpasok nila sa school.
So in the end, gap year will actually give them a breather, give them a chance to explore the outside world, and at the same time, really being able to discover sino ba talaga sila, ano ba yung gusto nilang gawin, and hopefully, after a year, they would realize na, okay, kailangan ko nang bumalik sa school, and this is what I really want, and then education becomes intentional. Hope you found value in this episode. Follow for more contents like these and don't forget to rate us 5 stars. See you in our next episode. Talk to you soon.